Reconstruction of High Street has been in the planning stages for over 3 years and discussed much longer. The infrastructure improvements and new services will enable our downtown district to operate more efficiently and now offer easy access for everyone to each business. A special thank you goes out to each business owner that had to endure the construction process. We know that it was not easy, but we appreciate your patience throughout. Parisi Construction and all the subcontractors for working so efficiently and well with the community. Delta 3 Engineering for ensuring that the project went smoothly. Corey Bennett and the Chamber of Commerce for all the efforts to communicate that we were still open for business despite the dust. The community for supporting the project and putting up with the inconvenience of such a large undertaking. I would also add a thank you to the High Street Committee, administrators Bob Buckingham, Matt Homer, Mayor Basting, and the City Council, along with all the city employees. Enjoy the celebration and have fun. Have a fun night of breaking into New Street with music and laughter. Thank you. To Bart from Delta 3.
All right, thank you, Gary. Everybody hear me all right? Okay, well, Bart Nice, owner of Delta 3 Engineering, the city's engineering firm, and responsible for the design, management, headaches, sleepless nights, cost estimating, planning, etc., for the project. Very humbled by the fact that we got to be part of probably, in my estimation, the most historic project for the great city of Mineral Point. So give yourselves a hand. Similar to Gary, I want to thank a lot of people because, as everybody knows, since we started planning this project in 2018, it takes a team effort. It's not my project, it's not Mark's project, it's not the City Council's project, not Parisi Construction's project, it's all of our project, including the businesses, the neighbors, the residents, the grandparents, the granddaughters and sons of those businesses. This is something, kids, that you're going to remember for the rest of your life. This will never happen again in my lifetime. So you should be very proud of it, very proud of the people before you that have put this in motion. This project started in 2005. 18 years ago, I did my first cost estimate for this project. As you can imagine, it was quite a bit less than what it costs today. But I believe, is anyone here from Parisi? I think, Mark, did they say that they would do it for the $2,005 amount? So, thank you, Parisi Construction. I want to thank the City Council, Mayor Basti, the city committees, especially the High Street Steering Committee, the Finance Committee, the Water, Sewer, and Street Committees. I want to thank the Chamber, Corey and her staff. I want to thank Parisi Construction, who is a general contractor, did a fabulous job. AB Electric, the electrician, Intercon, did the underground communication facilities. And just as important, if not probably the most important in town here, is Ivy Construction. So give them all a big hand. I want to thank the city staff, the people behind the scenes that you may not know how many hours beyond 3:30 that they work to make sure that you guys get the service that you deserve. Nate Bossbinder, Ryan Kowalski before him, Paulie Moman, Derek, all of their staff. Those guys work their tails off to make sure that you get to be where you are today on August 26th. So congrats to those guys and thank you so very much. Your work is unprecedented. I also want to thank all the people in those positions before this. Gary, probably knows him way better than I. Grew up here, but people like Greg Bennett, Betty Horn, Debbie Heisner, Todd Downey, and Pat O'Flaherty. Almost 23 years ago, Pat wanted this street redone for the water main. Probably because he was tired of fixing 32 water breaks a year. Most of them were on High Street. And so thankfully, we got the job accomplished. Unfortunately, he's not physically here to see it, but he's up there watching over us. So this is for Pat. I also want to thank my staff. Hands down, I couldn't be more proud of their efforts. A project doesn't go well if people that are working on it don't care and don't have pride. And we probably do 350 to 400 projects a year. And I can tell you without hesitation, in the 29 and a half years I've been doing this, I couldn't be more proud of any one singular project than this one. The way my staff put together, Mark Digman worked 28 hours in a row in February to make sure the plans went out with the late changes. And he has 3 kids at home and a wife, a couple dogs, a horse, a goat, whatever else, but his commitment to this project in this city is unprofound. And so specifically, I want to publicly thank Mark for all of his efforts. Logan Hopman put forth 70, 80-hour weeks during the summer on inspection and taking notes and keeping ahead of things, helping manage the project, getting information to me and Mark, our staking crews, our surveying crews, the administrative staff behind us. We were fortunate enough, we got about $1.7 million in grant money for the city of Mineral Point between 2 different grant programs to help keep your water rates down and to help keep your taxes from being raised. So congrats to my staff for helping the city of Mineral Point do that. And I personally was fortunate enough to be able to write the checks for those distributors. And that's about all I do. So, but seriously, thank you everyone. This is, again, such a significant day for such a great community. And I'm extremely proud to say that Mineral Point on High Street is back in business. Thank you.
Okay, before we get to the big moments, we want to take a moment to thank Farmers Savings Bank, who throughout this project during the summer was responsible for funding all the different signage that was put out throughout town so people understood what roads were open, how to get to the backside of businesses, and we're also just happy to say that they were a sponsor of tonight's event. So thank you, Farmers Savings Bank. Okay, so now the moment we've all been waiting months and months for. We're going to have Alderman Golly and Joe Whitmer from Farmers Savings Bank do the official ribbon cutting. Oh, and sorry. And Mark Damon. Thanks everyone, and we hope you stick around. The first of the bands, Eager and Maiden, will be starting now.
Hello.